Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. LATISHA, what is wrong with you? What type of wife are you? Why would you allow someone to sit in your face and call your husband names? Stormi called Marsau a woman and a bee to your face, and all you had to say was that Marsau don't act like a woman? Well, Tisha, you're acting like a sorry ass wife, because there's no way on God's green earth you should have sat there and allowed anybody to disrespect your husband. And in your presence, no, you should have went the F off and not gave a care to whomever felt some type of way. That's your husband. And in this type of setting, you should have definitely commanded your respect as well as your husband's respect, and made sure that Stormi or whomever else don't ever try you when it comes to your husband again. Now, I agree. I admit, Marsau does act like a BAN and he stay getting into it with women, but that's your husband. And in your presence, and these supposed to be your friends, your castmates, or whomever they supposed to be to you, you should have had his back regardless of what you think. What you think of him, whoever, I don't care. That's your husband. And you should have stood up. I don't give a damn who or what went down. Your husband should always have your back, and you should always have your husband's back. No questions asked. Y'all settle the differences at home to yourself amongst one another. But out in public? Oh no ma'am. You should have stepped up. You totally failed, LATISHA. LATISHA, you pride yourself on longevity of a marriage, and you allowed another woman to disrespect your husband and your marriage all at the same time. What are you, the cowardly lion? You in a restaurant, you better get you some liquid courage. If you feeling like you can't speak up, you was acting all mousy. Oh, he don't act like a woman. Yes, he was. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But it's not for her to say to your face. You should have done better by your marriage, by your husband, and by yourself. You should at least command it. You just not gonna disrespect me like that. Not to my face. You should have gotten Stormi behind. You allowed Stormi to dog walk you by sitting in your face and going off on Marsau. Girl, you are a sorry ass wife. When Stormi stated that she got to talk to Marsau, you're supposed to stop her right in her tracks and let her know that's not about to happen. You should have told her, whatever you have to say to Marsau, I'm here. You gonna say it to me. Don't ever think you could play in my face like that. Just like she told Marsau he don't want to see Courtney, and then she went home and told Courtney, and Courtney came back and had a conversation with Marsau. You should have stepped to Courtney in the same manner. But Stormi was already there. So you had ample time to dig in Stormi's behind for disrespecting you like that. In your face. She dog walked you. If you don't speak to your husband and in that tone, you shouldn't allow nobody else to speak to your husband like that. And however you speak to your husband or you speak about your husband, that's you. That's your husband. That's y'all marriage. You don't allow nobody else to get in between that or say anything negative. What is wrong with you? You should have been telling Stormi, if I don't speak to your husband, and you definitely would not be disrespecting me by speaking to mine. Not in my presence, and not behind my back either. Definitely not behind my back. The only woman that you should be allowed to say whatever about your husband is his mother, and that's because she birthed him. Anybody else? No. Like, what you think this is? And why did it take you so long to respond? Do you have delay reaction or something? You didn't speak up until after Kimmy spoke up. You should have been, quick draw McGraw on, with the comeback when Stormi started talking. When she first said that Marsau be acting like a woman, why would you pause? It should have never got to the point where she felt comfortable enough to call your husband a B. No, when she first started talking, you should have stopped her in her tracks, checked her right then and there on the spot, and that way it wouldn't have been no laughter, it wouldn't have been nothing. Because once you put Stormi in her place, everybody else would have considered checked, and it would have checked themselves before they spoke. But you sat up there and allowed yourself to be dog walked, allowed her to question your womanhood, disrespect your marriage, everything all at one time. And you didn't say anything except for, oh, he's not a woman. But Kimmy, why do you always feel the need to speak up for Tisha? Tisha is a big girl, and she don't need a protector every time something is said. Can you please allow Tisha to speak up for herself? If Tisha can't defend herself and her husband, then oh well. But let Tisha figure it out. We don't need you jumping to her defense every single time something is said. We get the fact that Wanda's not there to catch her back anymore. We get that her and Kiki not on the same page anymore. But that's her fault. She should know how to defend herself, defend her marriage, defend her husband, and speak up. Let Tisha figure it out. That's Tisha's problem now. Everybody does everything for Tisha, and all Tisha got to do is go back and whine. Tisha, why they speaking on me? Why they speaking on me? It doesn't matter why they did. What you gonna do about it? What you got to say about it? When Tiffany was speaking on her marriage, or why is she speaking on my marriage? I can go off about her marriage. Then do it. But do something. Don't just sit there and just take it like the cowardly lion. But Kimmy, you need to really worry about your own husband and where he at. Why he out to 4 o'clock in the morning? Tisha need to put her big girl panties on and bring some of that boss attitude that she keep on claiming she have. Like, she keep on saying she running all these companies and, she the boss and she done built $1 million companies. Where that courage at? Cause that little mousy stuff that she doing, that ain't screaming boss mode to me. She can't run nobody. How you running a construction company and you acting like that? Tisha better come on with some of that boss stuff that she be trying to do. And what is it? She's scared of Stormi, or she's scared of the somebody coming back to her. So what? You keep it coming just like she keep it coming. She go low, you go lower. So what? She asked for it. She stepped all in your face, sitting right next to you. But I don't condone violence. But when she said he be acting like a bee, that backhand, that reflex would have been on her. And I don't condone violence, but that backhand would have spoke up for me. But Tisha, you better speak up and show people why you deserve to be married for 17, 18 years, how you keep on claiming it. You better respect your throne. I don't get it with you, Tisha. You playing mousy, but then you want to, but off behind closed doors, you got so much to say. Girl, this is about the third time you done failed on stepping to Stormi. First it was at the expo when she went off on Marsau in your face. Next, it was at the luncheon. You got up and left, running like a scaredy cat. And now here, this time, you allow her to disrespect you by talking about your husband and calling him a B. Tisha, get it together. You better respect your throne and protect your throne. And that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.